welcome back. And this is going to be Cerydra with every single version 2 DPS team comp. Now, unlike the version 1 team comp that we did the other day, version 2, now that I look back at it, there are honestly really little variations for the DPS because everyone and their moms were playing Super Break. Everyone was just using Firefly or Acheron or Firefly or Acheron, which meant that aside from the Super Break team and the Acheron team, the only other real DPS I have in version 2 is essentially Yunli and Feixiao. Alright, because Bodo and Rabba, they're pretty much all Super Break. Black Zone came out over here, but you know, I'm going to lump it down to version 1. And then we just got the supports in Sunday and Fuke, and then we went to version 3. So version 2 is actually a very small pool of available choices as to what DPS you could use, which is potentially why, you know, Super Break was just that popular, because who else were you going to use back then? Everybody skipped Yunli, right? And then nobody likes to play Feixiao, right? And then you either just run Super Break on a team 1, or then you gotta run Acheron on a team 2. It is like almost like the same situation as like nowadays in version 3. Okay, version 3 I think was a lot better, but version was really bad. Version 3, you have your HP skillers, you have your Mimo sprites, you have your Agleia, you have your Maide, you have your D-Herda, you have your Alexa, and then eventually the next patch, I don't know what else gonna be, you know, Saber, Field, and all that. So version 2 is gonna be relatively shorter, as you can see on this list over here, and then version 3 is gonna be our final load testing, running Cerydra with the more prominent DPSs that you have to see with the Final, Archer, blah 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 blah, and all that kind of stuff. So without further ado, starting off on the first version 2 team and potentially the most popular version 2 team of all time, that is going to be her interaction with our tier 3 girlfriend, Firefly. Honestly, I have no doubt that this is probably gonna be doing exceptional damage, but I kind of just want to see how her enhanced skill actually interacts with Cerydra. So without further ado, okay, Cerydra gives this to Firefly. We're gonna get our weakness break efficiency. We're gonna get our free light cone activating rapidly. Free light cone activates. We're gonna go for our enhanced skill number 1. And then we're gonna go for our transformation, which gives us the 3 out of 6. I'm a little bit scared that she's gonna go boom booms a little bit too fast. Okay, actually it's not that fast, guys. Okay. Good amount of damage. I kind of want to just save this for Sava Logu. So we are going to just go ahead and basic. Phew. Basics. And then Firefly is going to hopefully kill him right here. Unfortunately, Firefly cannot kill him right there because we have the lack of access to the Super Break stabbing from HNC. So, you know what? We're going to get a 7 out of 6. Fuck it. He's going to get the delay. Rame is going to just go ahead and cast her. I don't know. Let's just do a skill. I'm going to save this up for the next wave, right? So we can get our DDD. Firefly will then carry forward this skill into the... Because this definitely kills, right? Unless I use basic. Chat, do you think basic kills you? Because basic might be able to kill, right? If basic kills, then we don't have to use our skill anymore. Then we can save the double booms against Salvadogu. You know what I'm saying? Okay, chat, how about this? If basic don't kill, I'll just use Field DDD, right? If basic don't kill, we just use Field DDD. Exceptional! That is why she's a tier 0 DPS. That is why she is the tier 0 DPS. Gets us the action value advance. Gets us the winner's break. Okay, now we're gonna let it go. So this will be the double boom booms with the E2 Firefly activated, right? The double boom booms. Boom booms number 1. Exceptional. Boom booms number 2. Exceptional. And then boom, oh my lord, 1.6 minutes, and then we have the boom booms number 3. The triple Firefly E2 enhanced skill swap back for a grand total of 3.5 million damage. And you know what's crazy? We are about to get to 6 out of 6 right here. This is going to be 6 out of 6 right here. So we have instant uptime on the 6 out of 6. Ramen goes for the 6, and then we are gonna get the double boom booms again. The double boom booms and into another boom booms. Unfortunately, we did lose a res pen bar from Rame, so the damage is gonna be a little bit sussy. But you know what? Right? Please kill. And there it is. And that is gonna be the brand new E2 Firefly team comp for a grand total of 0 cycle, by the way. 0 cycle, right? Running the Cerydra to proc the additional skill with E2 Firefly, that was basically Finon's interaction, right? If you had a E2 Finon, that would have been the exact same interaction, except that Firefly doesn't really have a cooldown on her enhanced skill. Whereas Finon, you need to wait a little bit. Firefly just goes all in every single turn, slamming the enhanced gear. So, pretty exceptional. I'm not too sure if it's going to be worth the trade-off for a lag of HMC, because as you guys would have known by now, super break damage stacks on exponentially as well, right? So, like if you were to stack on your super break from Fuke, but if you add on another HMC, that is going to give you another sort of super break addition, which means her actual break damage is going to be a lot higher. So, to each their own, right? So, that is going to be that. What is the cost of these teams? Don't worry about it, right? My Firefly identifies as an E2 Firefly. Alright. Acheron. Let's do sustainers with Acheron as well. Since we did the sustainers with Firefly and Rame, right? Meow Meow? I think we are all Meow Meow. Do we just rock in Xiao? Actually, no, right? Renamed Silverwolf. Reworked Silverwolf, right? I think we can just run with the Silverwolf. When in doubt, just run Silverwolf. Teep? Is Teep better? Alright, because we have this, yes, we have this. This makes Teep an exceptional target, since we are able to get on 1 debuff whenever we get attacked by an air target. But you do need the E2 though. You do need the E2. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's just run Teep. Let's run Teep and see where it goes up in there. Okay. Gonna get that for Acheron. Teep is gonna go in with the booms. That's gonna give us a healthy amount of Zex. I actually don't need to scale up in there, so we're just gonna be going for the basic. Cerydra, we can get us an additional stack up in there. Alright, we can get an additional stack up in there. We are gonna get this in. Okay, that's gonna be 9. That's gonna be 9 too. Does this break Oligatron? It does not, which is good. So now he'll get to summon his goldfish. So once he summons the goldfish, goldfish, we are gonna slam in with the big booms. Yeah, we're gonna slam in the big booms. 700, 2.9 million. Chat, we killed so fast, I couldn't even cast my Acheron skill, by the way. Implant this, gets us to 6 out of 6. He is gonna give us the AoE hit up in there. Okay. Stop right there. Gets us a bit of a defense down. Exceptional. He's gonna delay Cerydra, which doesn't really matter too much. Alright, so this is gonna be the double skill swap back, right? I'm gonna out first. So this is our first out. Bop. Crazy E2 Acheron proccing for the 1.7. And then we're gonna be getting a double skill. Skill number 1. For 1 million, by the way. Oh my god, my Acheron skill just did 1 million. 1 million watts out. That's gonna be a 6. Still goes for the basic. Team's going for the basic. This thing is gonna fly in, and Acheron is gonna hit me in the face. Cerydra is gonna boop this over here, and then we get ourselves a rise, and then that is going to be the Acheron synergy with Cerydra. The Acheron synergy with Cerydra. Holy shit, bro. Her ultimate literally did the same damage as her skill, bro. Her ultimate just did the same damage as her skill. That is the synergy for a exceptional 0 cycle for my self-identified E2 S1 Acheron. Okay, chat. I'm gonna be so for real. Okay, first of all, changes deep. If she actually was an E2, okay, chat. If both of them were actually E2s, I don't think the result would have changed that much, guys. I think the 0 cycle would have still been more or less that, because we cleared really fucking fast for the first wave, which means you couldn't really stack on the energy and skill points for the next wave. So if they were both E2s, like for real E2s and not self-identified E2s, I think it would have been okay. Even if it's not okay, at worst 1 cycle, right? At worst 1 cycle. So that is gonna be the synergy with Acheron. Truly exceptional, right? Next up, okay, this is a real E2 though. This is an actual real E2 with my wife, Feixiao. I think we are definitely gonna be getting our Bubbin here. We're definitely getting Bubbin here. Should we run this Sustainers? Guys? If we were to run Sustainers, who can be our slot 3? Slot 4. I guess Cypher, right? And we can get this for the this over here. Where then we're gonna slam this in. And then we're gonna get another ultimate very soon, right? We're gonna get an ultimate. Oh my god, press the wrong. She's so angry. Bro, this game is too hard, man. This game is honestly way too hard, right? But in any case, honestly, I would have reset that anyways, because I think we could have saved up a little bit more stacks in any case. We could have saved a little bit more stacks. Meow Meow will just go for... Okay, you know what? Yeah, we're just gonna go for this. We suck. That's 1. Okay, that's 2. Okay, that's 3. We arise. Okay. Meow Meow breaks. This is 12. We're just gonna get this in right now, because I think this killed last time, right? Okay, I think this kills for sure, right? How did this not kill? Okay, there we go. There's gonna be a 10. I'm saving this up a little bit more. Okay, wait, we go for this right now. 1 out. We're gonna save up the out for next wave. It's fine, guys. Right, we'll just let Cypher fuck it. Alright, fuck it. We'll just let Cypher deal the hit. So at least we save this for next wave. Right, at least we save this for next wave. It's okay. Right, it's okay. We get the buff on Salrock first for double death down. Right, so this will be double death down. And then we are gonna get in up in there. Okay. And then this will be the double skill, right? Okay, I fucking might as well just out first. 8 out of 6. Okay. And then we're gonna go for the double skill. Skill 1. Skill 2. And then we arise back in, yeah? Now that is done, I kinda need to save up a little bit more for the suck, right? Because if we get hit here, it's gonna be a little bit bad. Please don't kill Bubbin. Okay, that is fine though. Is that fine? Okay, that is fine, right? Yeah, that is fine. Yeah, that's 1. We are gonna go for the basic. He's gonna get it out. That's gonna be 2. Okay. And then we're gonna be getting the Bubbin extra turn immediately after. I kinda wanna enjoy this. So this after this is gonna be okay, we're gonna go for the basic. And then we are gonna arise. We arise. I wonder if we get double Eagle 4-piece, we can get us to squeeze out 1 more action before them. Because it's double Eagle 4-piece, right? So that's 1. And then we're gonna go for 1 out here. Hopefully this just kills. Okay, I guess I'll go fuck myself. I think this gives us full out anyways. Good. Okay, he is done. Okay, this guy is done. So we go on this guy. And then we get up the up and up. The Eagle 4-piece pulls us back in for the additional action. Unfortunately, if we didn't kill here, Bubbin would have died. right? Bobbin would have bite. But in this particular moment, you know what? Not today, little bro. And that is going to be a real E2, guys. The real E2 with a elitist set, right? That is the real E2 0 with our Y Feixiao Bobbin. And to be fair, it is sustainless, right? To be fair, it is sustainless. So, car. I think between so far, as much as I wanna like glaze my wife, I think E2 Firefly looks to be the most promising. And like if you actually had the E2 Firefly, I think out of the big tree. Okay, check. Can we collect it? These are the big trees. These are the giantess tree. The three giantess of version 2. I think E2 Firefly had like the most promise. E2 Acheron, E2 Feixiao, probably not so much. For Feixiao, it's a little bit more additional stacks. And same thing for Acheron, is a little bit more additional stacks. But the actual damage amplification, I think Firefly was actually popping the fuck off, man. Because E2 Firefly, you really get to deal like an obscene amount of toughness bar damage, which is not really tied to whether or not you have skill damage in the first place. And you don't really care about ultimate at all, because Firefly doesn't really care about the ultimate. So between these three, I feel like E2 Firefly is actually the big boy, right? The big girl, right? So that is gonna be that. We're gonna do 2 more. Okay, for this one, let's just do one with the sustain, right? For this one, we'll do one with the sustain. One sustain with Yunli with Huan, and then one sustain. This is just, I don't know, DPS Lingsha, because Chat wanted it, right? So I guess this we can give her. Do we give her Bobbin again? Okay. Free counter for a. Oh my lord. Oh, chat, this might be really bad, guys. Oh, this might be really fucking bad. I don't want to just get us the stacks, right? Kind of want to get us the stacks over here. We don't even have Bobbin auto, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? I think what I'm gonna do is that I'm not gonna edit him out right here because I don't have Bobbin out yet. So I'll just chill. If she counters, we just get more energy. We'll just wait for the Bobbin out. Okay. Ah, shit. We can't get the Bobbin out before him anyways. That's 33. Go. I think we just have to go right now. I kind of think we just have to go right now. We'll make him angry. We'll make him angry. Even my Honkai basic, that it wouldn't have changed anything. So I wanted her to get the ultimate in this point over here. So this will give us the full out. Alright, so this is full energy. We'll skill first. We're out first. Then we skill. So this will be double skill, right? This will be double skill. Okay, actually Huan went out first to give us energy regeneration with the tap buff. So now, once we get the double skill, I think we get off full ultimate again, and then he's gonna be angry. Alright, he's gonna be angry. We got another one. Okay, good. That's first out. Counter. Max energy, by the way. 3 counters back to back. Alright, that's... Oh. Okay, but yo, 3 counters back to back is pretty cool though. Bro, that was 3 counters back to back, guys. 3 Yunli counters back to back. Okay, so you know what? All this considered is really not that bad, right? It's really not that bad. 3 counters back to back. I think we're just gonna try to go for we'll try to get rid of this, but the bitch ass. Huan needs to skill here. It is what it is. We are gonna just go for an out. First hit, if it hits Yunli, we can go for another one. Okay, wait, this is actually fine. So what I'm gonna do is hit this. Then auto will get out right here, and then this auto is just gonna go in, right? If this kills, fantastic. Okay, chat. HP inflation, guys. Alright. At the end of the day, if the HP is gonna be inflating, you know, what do I have to do? I hope Huan kills this guy with a punch, so that I don't waste bumping here. Oh my god, Huan just punched the guy to death. Crazy. Very good. Alright, very good. That was a beautiful punch from Huan. We're gonna skill. And then Bobbin can basic, so that's fine. Very good punch from Huan there. We're gonna go for ultimate. Get us the first counter back in up in there. Then we can get ourselves the booms from Sabaragu. Huge counter. Ooh, but the damage. Ooh, the damage is. Ooh, the damage is. Ooh. Ooh, the damage. Ooh. Ooh, the damage is a little bit slow, not gonna lie. Ooh. And I kinda have to just take out the skill here, yeah. Cerydra, you're gonna have to go for the basic. Bubbin, you will basic. Huan, we can get one more basic up. Actually, you know what? We don't need to care about Huan. We basic right now. Arise. We basic Arise. Gives me the Cerydra. Cerydra can go into it afterwards. So I think we just go in on Salvador. Cerydra goes for the out into the basic. Out into the basic. And then this is gonna be the basic. And then this is gonna cast out first. And then we're gonna get ourselves the double skill, which means we're gonna get another ultimate, right? So skill 1, skill 2, first counter into the second counter. Maybe he goes ahead. How do I save Huan, guys? He's not even weak to physical, guys. How do I save Huan? Oh shit, guys, that's really, really bad. Come on, give me a hit. Give me a hit. Bro, give me a head, bro. Okay, wait. Okay, I panicked out of Loki, my bad, but LYF. Okay, wait. Basic? Oh. This will give us double skill, right? This will give us double skill. Double skill. Arise. Huan punch. Unfortunately, the enemies are just a little bit too slow, so my Yunli is not even gonna edit the counter here. Which is like a little bit unfortunate. Okay, you know what? We kinda have to build pity here, right? There's no choice. Otherwise, I'm wasting ultimate anyways. So I kinda have to just build this pity and edit with the double skill. Booms. Yeah. So air for this one. We'll build a pity, and then he's gonna transform, and we're now we're gonna get the normal one. Okay, that's one. Okay, I think that's a good AOE though, right? That's a good AOE. Alright, now we can counter the wolf right here as well. Alright, that's another big counter. Alright, that's another big counter. Huge counter actually. Massive counter. We'll get in this right here. And then we kind of have... Okay, the wolf already died, so that is pretty good. Yunli kind of has to chill a little bit. I don't think we're ever going to die here, right? I don't think we're ever going to die here, but we're just going to go for the energy regeneration into the scale, into the out, into the taunt, into the arise back in. And then we're going to go back in for yet another counter. Okay, 296. Hits Bobbin, which is 0 reaction. Bobbin gives us one last turn from Bobbin. One last turn from Body. Okay, luckily we technically did build up a counter, but unfortunately we just don't really have enough energy anymore. So yeah, it's a little bit rough up in there. Alright, this is gonna be 6. We're gonna go for the basic. Huan kinda have to go for the skill. See if we can get an ultimate here. Okay, no ultimate, I have to go fuck myself. It is what it is. Okay, this is gonna be 7 out of 6. He's gonna come back in for the Arise. Okay, DDD does affect proc here, which is gonna be very, very nice. Alright, this is gonna be do. And then after we're just gonna put up the bump. And we're gonna do. Okay, and then afterwards he's gonna Arise back in, which is gonna summon up the arm. He summons out the arm. Right, we get in the counter before the thing goes in, and then maybe this will get the kill right here. This will get the kill right here. Okay, unfortunately we did not get the kill, but you know what, bro? Don't even worry about it, because we did build our pity for this moment. For this moment, we built our pity. This is where Yunli destroys Salvador. Die. are fucking trolling, little bro. Holy shit! Get me the fuck out right now. Get me the fuck out right now. Get me out. Get me out. Punch this guy to death. Alright. Okay, and then we have one last counter to end, right? We have one last counter. When goes in for the punch, gets us a little bit more of the attack buff. Cerydra, we're just gonna punch. Alright, as much damage as humanly possible, and then he's done. And there it is. Verdict. Hey, chat, still a 5 cycle though. It is still a 5 cycle clear, guys. Alright, all things considered, that was still a 5 cycle clear with a sustain. You know what? It's Huan's fault. If we didn't have a Huan, that would have been a 0 cycle, right? Huan literally ruined our run here. Huan literally ruined our run here. So you know what? And what is? Which brings this, our first version 2 5 cycle, along the lines of Doctor Ratio. What's up? Doctor Ratio, slightly worse than Jingliu, way better than Jingyuan though. Way better than Jingyuan Tobes. But this is gonna be the 5 cycle Yunli. Alright, we're gonna do one last showcase in our version 2, and that is going to be Yunli main DPS. I feel like this will end up very, very badly, because I don't think Lingsha has enough toughness bar damage to break Automatron. And if she doesn't have the toughness bar damage to break Automatron, we are kind of fucked. Oh, crit Lingsha! Hold up. Hold up. Crit Lingsha. So we built her like a boot hill. We built bro like OG boot hill. Holy shit. How are we doing over here? 135 speed, 57% crit rate. Alright, let's just see if this works then. Let's see if this works. Okay. We get off instant tip. Alright, instant tip. Kinda have to just try to deal with Automatron, yeah. Okay. Okay. Free heals. I need to basic here, because Sunday always pulls out my bunnies anyways. Alright, Sunday always pulls out my bunnies. So we are gonna basic. Bunny is gonna go. 54k. That's gonna be an out. That's 72k. Bro, our damage is kinda ass, not gonna lie. This summons out the goons. Well, out right now. Gets us DDD. DDD procs. Tip goes in for the basic. We're out again. Cerydra has to scale here. Maintain our speed buff. Speed buff is maintained. He's gonna do this once and he's gonna transform. And then he's gonna cast AoE. Alright, now we can slam in the bunny. And then we're gonna let AoE hit, right? Okay, this is the double AoE swap back, swap back. Go. Okay, 300k is honestly ridiculously fucking good. That was almost 700,000. Bro, that was almost 700,000, man. 200k team follow up attack. The goldfish is gonna die, and then we get off a free bunny up in there. Okay, the damage is honestly really not as bad as I expected. Yep. The thing is, the ragey stuff is gonna kind of bite me in the ass here. So, goes in for holy shit. Bro, her skill damage is honestly legit cooking though. Okay, unfortunately we can't get off the 0 cycle, but 1 cycle is definitely possible here. Right, 1 cycle is definitely possible here. I think he's gonna die, right? Please die. Okay. Bro, chat, this team legit cooking. Low-key cooking, low-key cooking. It's like a medium cook. It's a medium cook up in there. Team is gonna go in, activate our ultimate here to refresh the duration. We're gonna cast our skill for Cerydra. Alright, get us a 5 out of 6. Alright, then this will get our 6 out of 6. Alright, 6 out of 6 activates. Sunday arises back in. And then this will be the double bombas. Bomba 1. Bomba 2. Bunny goes. Hits this again. Gets a little bit of a follow-up attack. And then Sunday brings us back up again. Then the bunny should just break Star Rock here, right? And a Cerydra break is gonna happen here. There we go. There we go. Kinda need to refresh our skill on Teep. Gets all the free. Okay, the bunny damage is honestly like very, very low. The main damage is the skill. The skill is where the honey is at. Okay. Okay. We did a little bit up in here. Just go before the wolf here. Then we get Teep's follow-up damage. And then we go in. Then Lingsha does a basic. Sunday casts a skill. This will be 4 out of 6. And then this will be 5 out of 6 after this. So Bunny goes. And then we get an ultimate. And then we get another one. 129. 48. 176. Breaks him again. Cerydra. Oh, I kind of need Cerydra to basic here. Yeah, Cerydra is the basic. Then we skill. Right, Cerydra has basic here. Oh, so I'm a little bit scared that the wolf is gonna mind control a little, bro. Oh shit. Wait, who is gonna save us from the hand, guys? Who the fuck is gonna save us from the hand? She's gonna get mind controlled though. Skill out. Brings us back to the skill point. Yeah, no, fuck it. Out. Skill. Okay. We immediately fuck it. We get one more free bunny because Sunday's gonna pull us back in anyways. Can this kill the hand? This does not kill the hand. Okay, if this kills the hand, it will be good. 374, 346. Bunny goes in, breaks Savarogu. Okay, unfortunately. Teep didn't. Where is Teep? Where is Teep? Bro, how is the hand still alive, bro? Oh my god. Stop. Where is Teep? Okay, Teep is back. Holy shit, bro. That dude 500 years little, bro. Oh my god, that was so fucking bad, bro. That was so fucking bad. But that, okay, you know what? It's like, I think this team honestly would have worked if we didn't get grabbed by the hand. The hand legit like high-key ruined our lives. If not for the hand, I think we could have gone on a 2-cycle. This brings us back in, then we get all the free bunny up in there. Ah, nah, he's already dead here, right? Yeah, if we didn't get grabbed by the hand, this would have been a 2-cycle dispatch, man. It's like a slow simmer. A slow simmer of a cook. We arrive back Lingsha, and then we get this out of the way. Boomskis. So that shall be our crit DPS Lingsha on a 3-cycle dispatch. Crit DPS Lingsha. I think this was with Teep Sunday, yeah?
Thanks for giving my daily corporate life some vibrance, MrPokke.
Yeah, John, thank you so much for 9 months, man. Welcome. Absolutely. 3-cycle dispatch. 3-cycle dispatch. And I think with that, bro, this was literally better than Yunli. This was in fact better. And you know what's the commonality here? What's the commonality? Yo, chat, what's the commonality here, guys? Every single one of these low cycles has a Huan. All the low cycles has a Huan, guys. That is the commonality. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, right? And for this case, we are going to be clocking in with the 3 cycles. Oh, the 1 cycle? Where? Where's the 1 cycle? Oh, this one? Yep. Right, so with that, we are going to end up our version 2 DPS with Cerydra. Still took us quite a good number. That was 55 minutes, you know what I'm saying? TLDR winner is going to be our tier 3 girlfriend, right? Okay, like with all due respect to everyone that is like, tier 3 girlfriend is actually, I think, is the biggest benefactor. Like, even though bro identify as you know, you should identify. If you really had a E2 Firefly, I think this team actually cooks really, really fucking hard. But you really, really want that E2 Firefly, right? Acheron Feixiao is just more so for stat generation. The damage being absolutely fucking absurd is also because, you know, a little bit of unrelatability. So these two is NYM, but this should be our most straightforward victor for version 2 in the entirety of this batch of DPS, which means our next and pretty much the final installment for Cerydra is gonna jump into version 3. Now, gosh darn, I do not have characteristics. So if you guys have a characteristic, leave down in your comments on how her performance is gonna be like, because you know I do have morals, and I'll see you guys in the next installment for version 3. Word of the day is going to be T3. Join Twitch, join YouTube, join Discord, join our Patreon for all of our enemy reviews. Use code for them, give us all the best. Welcome to see you guys next time. Take care.